Wait for the day that somehow that freaking disappears. Hey guys, I'm back. Kind of. There's been just a lot of stuff that's been going on right now. Been wanting to make a vlog like this since the end of August, and then it became the middle of September, and then it became yesterday, which today is the 1st of October, and I wanted to make this yesterday, but that never happened at all. So here we are now, beginning of October. So what exactly happened, or what's been happening to myself? For anyone that knows necessarily what's been going on behind the scenes, which has probably been barely anyone, there was a lot of shit that was just going on in my life in the middle of April per se, all the way up to June-ish when I finally started to try and upload stuff again. And then July hit around and kind of died off again. Then August hit around, I tried to pick it back up, and then it died off again. Pretty much, I think the last time I did this I made mention about it, but with the promotion with the job that I'm currently with right now, it's pretty much just eating up all my free time. Now, granted, I get the fact that technically with jobs, it's your priority. It's what you're supposed to be working on. It's kind of help build your future, get money, stuff like that. Except, likewise, with when I was first starting the YouTube channel, it's all it's become. Just work. Nothing else. And that's technically not how it should be, if you think about it. I mean, granted, I was still working on recording stuff, I was still streaming, but all the motivation to actually just post stuff on the channel just went poof. So there was that. I mean, I got a lot of hats that I currently have right now. Figured why not just bring them out, because don't know the last time I've ever actually used hats when I've been out with recording stuff for the channel. So you're going to see a hat pop in and out every now and then. You're also going to see, well, you're going to hear a timer go off sometimes, maybe not, I don't know. We'll figure out how I'm editing this out when it actually happens, so just go ahead and get one started, shall we? Anyways, like I was saying, around August, I kind of tried to pick things up a little bit, but I ran something that I was labeling as the August experiment, which is not really much of an experiment to begin with, but I wanted to take a look at the views on my channel and see how many of those were actually coming from stuff that was real-time event stuff. Because I noticed that it seemed like the majority of views I was getting at that point were only stuff that was actually popular. And anyone that knows me knows that I kind of view that not a lot of the stuff that was popular was my favorite stuff to do. So what I did at the beginning of August was I took all those popular videos and just completely made them hidden. Then I let everything else on the channel do its business. And, well, I mean, the results can kind of view for themselves as to what's been going on, as you see. Essentially, that little spike that was taking place in the very beginning of August that you guys are seeing on the screen with you right now, that spike was the result of me forgetting to actually take those videos and put them completely off of viewing. And as you can see, there might have been a few other spikes going on, like around this section right here. But that's for me going back and trying to collect footage for like best of moments, which has kind of been on hiatus. It hasn't really been picking up on the idea too well of doing it, so I don't know, it's a lot of hard work for just only myself being the one that's doing all this, which, again, that's something that still stayed the same. I've been the only one recording, been doing my own editing, doing my own producing of thumbnails, and doing my own uploading. And it's a lot of work. It's tiring me out, and that's probably one of the reasons why I kind of collapsed also at the end of April. So there's that. But no, as you kind of can see on the screen, it's been practically dead, aside from stuff that I've been searching myself. Now, the biggest issue as to why this is important is because of the fact that around the last time I had a vlog, I made mention of the fact that it seemed like a lot of my views that was going from the channel just went poof. Because I took that month-and-a-half vacation because of just all the shit that was just going on in my life with the new promotion. And it seemed like since then the only stuff that was getting views were the most popular videos. The August experiment, which is also August and September experiment, kind of showcases it. That the channel is pretty much, at this point, done for. It's dead. as much as I hate to admit it. It's honestly is. So scrolling down though, you see like the most popular videos that are on here, however, are just stuff that's been recent. Or just stuff kind of like this one right here. This one's just not been as popular, but it's still on the channel regardless. Now some people might be thinking, why don't you just go back to the way it was once before, where I went back to videos that had the webcam attached to it. I'd be focusing on just one game, playing that through, all that. Let me show you the problem with that though. This right here is the problem. You guys can see all of the Among the Sleep videos. They specifically were put out where every 3 days, 4 days, another episode would go up. And you can see from there that pretty much they got almost no attention. You know what else didn't really get much attention? Portal 2. I mean, I know it's an old game, but I still at least thought with some of the stuff on the channel that people would still be checking them out. Even just the revision of me going back to playing Portal again, that did garbage too. Now I know what you guys are probably thinking. The only reason why it's garbage is because it was done during the period where I pretty much went poof. Explain this though then. We got to Layers of Fear, me going back completely to the game once it was actually done. And that also was nothing either. That was garbage too in terms of views. Now here though, the counter to that was the beginning of January, well, middle of January from what's shown on there, was also when I did Rusty Like Paradise. That did better actually in terms of views, but as you can see, there's still a couple things where it's kind of like, what happened? Why is it not there? It's pretty much to the extent now where it seems like I've shot myself into a hole where no matter what I'm going to upload, it's just not going to be popular. It's the price I paid for pretty much putting work first. I mean, granted, I get it. It's real life stuff. Work's supposed to be a priority because, again, you're working on just building your life forward, trying to get something into a savings. But, again, at the same time, like I was saying in the very beginning of this, that was all I was doing. And I was kind of draining myself out to the point where I was still back in the culinary industry where I drained myself even worse than I was right now. And that was even with me still trying to upload stuff daily, so you guys know how exhausted that physically was making me. So that being said, the question comes into mind, where do I go from here? First things first though, I'm still going to be trying to stream as much as I can between YouTube and Twitch. It will more than likely be focusing more on Twitch because there's a little bit more of a chance of not running the risk of getting a copyright violation on Twitch. That being said, again, like I said before, it's not just Twitch I'm going to be doing it with, it'll also be YouTube every now and then. There's also going to be a couple games that will be repetitive with the streaming, but it's just because I want to stream them physically. There'll be stuff like A Hat in Time, SCP Secret Laboratory, and just those two. Now granted, that's not going to be the only stuff that's going to be coming up with the streaming though. There's going to be a My Hero Academia game coming out that I plan on streaming as soon as it gets released and I buy it. Once Fallout 76 comes out, that will also be streamed. There was one other game, oh yeah, Smash Ultimate. Smash Ultimate will be something that I want to try and stream, but again, that one specifically might be a Twitch-only stream. And then the episodes will get uploaded over to YouTube, like some of my other stuff I've done. Yes, really. Once again, because of me doing stuff behind the scenes, I've got a backlog of a whole bunch of videos right now, most of which being from A Hat in Time, which those videos will then be going over to YouTube and also to Twitch. I'm going to be trying to set it up where I would be uploading stuff to Twitch, because I started doing that back around June, I want to say, and then that went poof. Because it was a little bit of a struggle to try and get stuff up onto Twitch to begin with. And I didn't even know if it was going to be something worth doing to begin with. So at this point I am pretty much just like, fuck it and just do it anyways, you know? I'm just trying to get back into what I was doing before. It's going to be tricky, especially with the holidays coming up, but I want to do it. I really want to get back into it. It's just going to be baby steps though to get back into it physically though, if you get what I mean. I plan on pretty much also taking those popular videos that I specifically put offline and just stick them back online at this point. I mean, just at the rate that I'm going with it, I need something at least to kind of draw people back in. For all I know, when I turn those videos back online, nothing's going to happen, which, knowing my luck with the channel, that's probably what's going to happen, but it's the price I paid for doing that. It's the cost of running the experiment to see if people still were even interested in watching stuff on the channel to begin with. So hopefully, at least with me putting that back on, and then hopefully trying to get back into uploading stuff daily, I might actually have the chance to once again bring my channel back up. Maybe. I don't know. It's all just a matter of doing it and keeping my fingers crossed the entire time that something's going to pull through. Just the way it's always been recently. I mean, honestly though, that's not the only worst part about all this going on to begin with. The worst part, in my opinion, that's going on with this is there's still stuff up there that some of my friends have been expecting me to upload. Like the whole Left 4 Dead 2 Versus stuff. And that's still been sitting on my computer, not budging at all. I mean, let me check real quick with it, but the most recent one was just finished with editing in the beginning of August. Right now we're in the beginning of October, and that video is still not up. So again, like I was saying, you could see how pretty much everything's just kind of been put on hold. Just of everything that's been taking place. And I honestly do feel bad because of the fact that my friends are wanting to see the footage and it's just not going up. So it's not just viewers I'm wanting down at this point too, it's also friends. So I mean, I'm going to be trying to do all I can. It's going to be a lot of work once again to kind of get back up to speed with everything that's going on. The only thing that I'm kind of hoping is that anyone that's still out there that's got my channel subscribed with, and anyone that's through Twitch who is also watching me through YouTube right now, will just hopefully be patient with me and hopefully return. But it's not going to be an easy thing. The only thing I can honestly think of as well that might make a little bit of a difference with it is the fact if somehow word of the channel just got spread back out again. Granted, I know I'm not necessarily in the best condition to be asking that, but I'm mostly thinking that if I'm able to once again get back to uploading stuff daily, hopefully then maybe you guys will be able to do something with it too. I mean, hopefully you guys then will be able to show a little bit of support with it too and try to help me out with this. Again though, who knows what's going to happen with that. Because I know technically it's not necessarily right to be going over to your viewers and be like, please give me attention, please. It's arrogant and stupid. But just hopefully at some point maybe I'll be able to make it worth me just asking that of you guys. Because I know at one point long ago I did actually do that, and I jumped all the way to 500 subscribers just from doing that. I don't know. Just kind of running out of steam at this point because I can't really think of much else to begin with. Hopefully you guys understand what all's at least been going on. Hopefully you guys that are still around watching will just stick around too. And who knows, maybe it will actually get to the point again where I can actually get back to doing what I used to do long ago. The thing that I made mention, and I showed on the stream, showed on the video, that pretty much I got no views from to begin with, even though I was doing. Which was just picking one game to go through entirely, having the webcam up, maybe going back to some horror game stuff too. I don't know though. Well, again, I'm just trying to think as much as I can with what's supposed to happen. There's things that are set in stone, there's things that I do not know about still, I'm a little bit unsure about to begin with, but we'll see what happens with that. We'll just figure out what happens as it goes by. So as you guys probably figured, and probably could tell by now, I'm kind of running low at steam at this point. There's not much else really I can say or do or show. The only thing I could probably show or even mention is the fact that, as well as just checking out stuff on the YouTube channel, like stuff that's way back, because some of it honestly in my opinion is not really that bad to begin with. You can also check out the Twitch channel too, which eventually over time, like I was saying, I want to get back to doing stuff for streaming on there. But it's going to take time, and it's going to take the ability to actually stream to begin with. So hopefully, once again, I don't end up in the same position like I was all the way back in the late April, all the way in May, all the way in August, all the way in September. And I just don't know. We'll figure out if that's going to happen though or not. So for anyone that's made it over this far, thank you guys for sticking around with all this bullshit of a video almost. For anyone that's new and checking this out, I apologize if things may not make sense at all. A backlog of checking out stuff that I've done in the past might make a little bit of sense, or just pretty much that screenshot that I was showing of the analytics of my channel. It just will hopefully show what's been going on with the channel. So, I've said it several times already, just we'll see what happens from here. It's really all I can do at this point, just see what I can do to push myself forward. That being said, that is all the time we have for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching and showing support. This is EndoPlasmite giving me a friendly reminder to keep it real, keep it cool, keep it real cool. Plasmite out. Gotta get a lot of hats that I gotta clean up now. First priority though is this.